Born in Ireland, bought in the UK, raced in America, and now on to pastures new in Australia. This is Spackler, the multiple Grade 1 winning turf miler, who has already had a globe-trotting career so far. And he has already this summer had a very creditable run at Royal Ascot in the Queen Anne. And next up is a venture at the Sussex Stakes at Goodwood. We're here to find out a little bit more about his summer so far with his work rider, Josie Lynch. Have you learned more about him now than you had done, obviously, when he first came? Is he kind of understanding his personality a bit more?
Oh, heaps more. Like, it's only really a short couple of weeks that we had him before Ascot, so it was all nearly a rush. But we've had a good bit of time together now, so it's been like May, June, July. So.
Do you think he's kind of acclimatised a bit better in that weeks up to Ascot was just like, oh, get there, get there?
Definitely. In general, he's a really chill horse, like not much bothers him, but I definitely do think he's more into a routine. Like, if he could let himself out the stable door, he'd probably go up Warrenhill by himself. Yeah. He's cool like that.
I know he's out here on his own, but when he gets into a string, does he suddenly sort of come alive a little bit, like he knows his...
He's pretty quiet, like, around the Harry string. He's not too bothered. It's more like he's really quiet. Even when other horses are playing up, he kind of looks at them like, why are you doing that? But then once you get on the gallop, he means business.
Adrian, tell me about the logistics of getting a horse like Spackler over from America to the UK and then eventually to Australia. A big operation for your team.
It's a huge operation. It's great that we've actually got a horse here who's a proper international level turf horse. It's the highest rated turf horse in America. Slightly unusual in this situation because normally we'd be going out and recruiting the horse from the American trainer. Obviously this horse is with Chad Brown. This is a different situation in that Yulong bought him from Chad and he's come over here to Newmarket and now he's in the care of Ciaron Maher and Josie Lynch here at Bedford House Stables in Newmarket.
Very sporting of Yulong to want to stop in the UK and race in some of our biggest races. Did that take a good bit of persuading, or was that something that they were always keen to do before Australia?
Well, the aim was always to run in the Queen Anne Stakes, and he obviously came over here in early July, and the Queen Anne was the option. He ran well there. I think he probably just got a little bit tired towards the end, and I definitely think he'll step up now. He's been training really, really well. He's a different horse now, Ciaron, and it's got on a different regime. We're really going to see an improvement, I think, at Goodwood. We did talk with the team there about some other options. I was thinking maybe he would have a little look at the City of York at York over 7, but they've decided, I think, just to run him in the Sussex Stakes because obviously with the quarantine to return to Australia, it'll be 2 weeks here and 2 weeks on arrival back in either Melbourne or Sydney. So, to get him back for their spring carnivals, they need to be going home after Goodwood. And
how keen were they to have the horse back on a turning track that Goodwood can offer, which is what he was used to back home in America? Well, obviously it's going to be interesting to see this horse on a track like Goodwood, which is quite a sort of a different track to everything he'd ever raced on before. In America they've only raced on flat left-handed tracks. This horse goes out every day with Harry Eustace string. He's been training on all parts of the town. He loves the Albahathry, which has a gradual incline. He goes up Warrenhill as well, and and he's been going on the turf. He's been worked on the July course here at Newmarket. They've got him used to the terrain, and hopefully he'll run well at Goodwood. How much of a good reflection on our quality of racing is it that there are so many Group 1 level options that Carl could have run in over the course of the summer? Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of races, If he could have gone to France for races there, or even Ireland. So here in Europe, there are plenty of opportunities. We're very lucky. We had a lot of American horses here. We had the likes of Lenny Lou, and was here in Charlie Fellows' yard, and she ran well. So we do really well with the 2-year-olds. It was a great Royal Ascot, and now we're looking forward to seeing the 2 Australians, as we like to call them, coming up to Goodwood, although of course we still wear a slightly American cap on this horse. Yeah, he's a real melting pot, isn't he, Carl? Because obviously he was Irish bred but bought at Tattersalls, so he kind of combines what racing really loves to celebrate. Absolutely. We do saddle towels for the international horses, and for Ascot we had an American flag and an Australian flag on this horse.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.